You know what, if you need a couple of Friday shift changes, why don't you just tell Brenda to get somebody else?
Yeah, and then I lose a shift. I can't afford to do that.
You know what, that is not my problem. The way you talk, everything in your life is my fault. It's probably my fault you wet the bed.
Okay, you know what?
Hey, look at this over here.
You
He's
can't
gonna take us
just do your job, man.
You know what, they have to you to tell me to do my job.
Because you're not
You're
doing
not my
anything.
boss,
I'm so
okay?
sick of you.
So don't
Am I in
tell
trouble
me-
now?
yeah.
Because he's not doing his job. Just do something,
You
man.
up today,
Well, you need to stay around here.
Hey, hand me.
Someone needs you because you're not doing your job, man.
You know what, you're not my boss.
Mary,
What?
please go in the locker room. Let me speak to Chuck.
Whatever.
Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah, make sure you get your boxing gloves.
Chuck,
Oh my God.
Chuck.
Am I in trouble now? Because he's not doing his job?
Nobody's in trouble right now.
He needs to be. I know, you're right up again, I know.
Chuck, let's sit down for 5 minutes.
I'd
Let's
rather
take
not.
5
I'd rather not
and
sit
go
down.
off. Do you want to pace around 5 minutes?
No, you know what? I just want
Tell me
I just want
tell
him to
me
do
what
his
the
job.
base of the problem is.
The same thing I've been telling you, okay? Barry's not doing his job. He's not stocking the cart properly. The only reason I've been late is because I've had to do his job before I do my job. That's not fair, and I'm not going to get written up one more time for it.
Is that the only problem? Do you have other problems with Barry?
I mean, yeah, the old man smells like Pepsodent and Aquavelva. I mean, that's not, you know, I won't look past that if he just does his job. Do you need to pace around a little bit? I'll be here.
You know, Team 2, you can call a freeze. and maybe help your teammate out here, okay? Who called a freeze?
He did.
Did you really? You got to do it louder. We didn't hear you. Okay, so we're in a freeze. Talk to your colleague. Help her out here.
Help me. Why don't you talk to him about how he's feeling and empathize with his feelings and ask him why he's so upset.
From the psychologist's point of view. I thought one of them should be up here, not me. Chuck, can you tell me why you're so upset?
Again? Barry's not doing his job. You wrote me up 4 times because of it.
This would be a good time to apologize.
I thought we wanted to do that when he was wanting to take the other shifts.
Who are we talking to?
Call us from
Any opportunity to apologize.
Chuck, I apologize. I understand you're wanting to move up in the program. Does this come from that partly? The frustration?
Yeah, if we're going to section it off, yes, I want to move up. Or I don't know. At this point, I'm not sure if I do anymore. But I did want to move up. I did want to take a safety course. Okay? But again, Barry won't switch shifts, so I can't take that course. Again, what's happening is Barry's someone who doesn't care about his job, doesn't do it properly, is allowed to do whatever he wants, okay? And Brent, someone who does do their job right and someone else's job, gets in trouble and isn't allowed to move up. So
I'm going to have to take partial accountability for that. If I didn't know it was that important for you, I would have made more efforts to try to get someone to cover your shoes for you.
Okay, oh well, I guess not gonna happen.
Well, don't give up on it yet. How much time do you have until you have to have your training finished? Is there a deadline?
Yeah, if I'm gonna I'll put a personal deadline on. Last week.
Well, that's not a realistic deadline.
Well,
How about a future deadline?
how about I not get written up for doing someone else's job? How about you, since you said you're sorry, show me that you're sorry and do something about my writing problem.
What if we... Okay, freeze. I'm lost.
Go ahead. Confer with your team.
What you could offer to put an amendment into his personnel file I would call an amendment to,
What would it say?
well, it would say that, that he was not the one who was involved, that because wasn't that already in his personnel file, that he was the one who was not filling the cards correctly?
What's in his file are 4 write-ups that he was late on his round.
Okay, then
That's what's in there.
I put an amendment as why he was late on his rounds. But he was late on his rounds because the other fellow employee did not do the cards correctly.
But are they permanent write-ups in his file, or is it something that can come out?
Does it matter?
Any recommend can come out.
It's a
matters to
systems
him.
problem. It's a systems problem, in other words, as opposed to an individual's problem. And you make that amendment to his file, I don't know if you can take the stuff out of there.
You can't take it out, but I'm saying you make an amendment, you
Right.
add an addendum.
Right.
You can always add an addendum to
Yeah.
what's in your personnel file.
Yeah.
You
Mitigating
can dispute it.
circumstances.
Yeah, okay,
So that, I mean,
But
she
that
could
came to
offer
light
that.
later.
okay. Go ahead and offer him that, Bernie.
Okay, how about if I go to personnel, I pull the write-ups in your file, I addend them to say that it's not 100% your fault that you're late on rounds. There are extenuating circumstances. How about if you, Barry, me, and his supervisor sit down and come up with a plan to make sure that parts are being stocked correctly and what the repercussions will be with the rock. So it doesn't all fall back on you.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I would definitely like to have the write-ups, you know, corrected. If you can't take them out, then that's fine. Yeah, and this needs to be addressed. Because I'm not gonna go another day where we don't have something in place where you guys check, you know, his work. I was under the impression Barry didn't have a supervisor, but I guess, you know.
Barry has a supervisor.
Well, I would love to meet
His
him.
name's Pete.
Looking forward to meeting him, you know, that's fine. You guys figure that out, what you want to do as far as, you know, checking and stuff, great, you know. I just don't want to get in trouble anymore for that. If you're saying it's going to happen, fine. You know, there's still the safety course that he's in the way of.
There's other people that can cover your shift. It's just a matter
I
of,
don't want to lose a shifter. I can't afford to do that. I'm trying to work extra. You would think it wouldn't be a problem.
can you pick up a weekend shift? Take your class on Friday and
Yeah.
work the weekend.
At this point, yeah. If we can work it out, let's do it. You know?
Can we get Barry back in here, shake hands, 24 hours, we need the supervisor and see what we can iron out?
I'm just afraid because he's got thin like bird hands, and I would probably break it off and then beat him. Just kidding.
Civilly.
I don't even want to look at him. He doesn't do his job right, and I don't want to be around him.
So I know you don't want to be sent home. You can't afford to do that. I don't have the authority to send Barry home. Can we
Who has the authority?
agree to disagree for 24 hours until we can sit down with the supervisor? All of us together.
If that's really what you want to do, yeah.
Do you think it will help solve problems? Get
Getting-
things back on track?
I'm not. I would like to not worry about Barry. He's got his own issues. The supervisor, wherever he is, can deal with him on that. You know,
That's what I said, I don't have the authority to do anything with Barry, that's going to be up to the supervisor.
That's fine. I'm talking about me and you. If you're telling me to take care of the write-ups, and you know, and you're gonna do it,
We're going to sit down together and work on it.
I'm fine. I'm willing to do that. Fine.
Okay, 24 hours?
Yeah, 24 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Right. I don't know why you're doing that.
Your supervisor can meet with you tomorrow.
Whatever. Can I come out of the locker room now? Yeah, I like to be in the locker room too, but can I come out and finish my job now?
Yes.
Thanks so much. So did you take care of Junior?
I did.
Yeah?
I
Did you
did.
tell him to clean off all the Play-Doh and Mr. Bubble off his uniform? Because he comes in here from kindergarten trying to pretend like he's gonna go to work for a living?
And we're going to meet tomorrow, and we're going to try to come up with.
Me who? You got a mouse in your pocket?
I have Chuck, I have me, I have your supervisor.
Wait. You're gonna sit me down with Chuck?
No, I'm not your supervisor.
if my supervisor tells me, okay, but I'm saying right now, first of all, he doesn't need to
I'm
be
gonna make
in
a
here.
call to your supervisor.
Fine.
Yeah.
You do what you want, you're a boss, whatever. So let's presume that you've called it. Now what?
The next day.
Oh, yeah, you go sit down. You wanted to do that 10 minutes ago. Now, oh, here comes Kiki, so I guess he's gonna come and talk to me now?
Oh, I guess.
Is that how this works?
I guess.
Well, then you go sit down.
Okay. All right.
We'll presume that Brenda has filled Kiki in on all the relevant details here. Hey, Kiki. So,
Good evening, how you doing today, Barry?
well, I've been doing better. I presume Brenda called you.
Yes, you did.
You know,
Can you tell me what's going on?
she'd tell you that the middle school middleweight came in here early looking for trouble.
I don't understand who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about, Chucky Wucky from the night shift, all right? He comes in here early when he's not even supposed to be here, starts telling me how to do my job, which he doesn't know anything about in the first place. I was doing this job when he was in 3rd grade, for crying out loud. And then when I don't want to listen to him, then he wants to get all physical on me. And if Brenda hadn't walked in at the time she did, he probably tried to throw that punch, and then I'd had to knock him out. So it's probably a good thing she walked in when she did. You know, I shouldn't have to worry about coming in here to try to do my job and being attacked in the workplace by some middle school middleweight who's got a chip on his shoulder because somebody stole his Spider-Man lunchbox off the school bus or something. You know, I shouldn't have to deal with that. We have zero tolerance policy. That man needs to be locked up, put in cuffs, taken off campus, and fired, okay?
But we also have a zero tolerance for slander as well as bullying. and calling-
Wait, slander. Slander is saying something about somebody that's not true. What did I say about Chuck that's not true?
Unfortunately, you don't know Chuck from when he was growing up as a kid, so you don't know each other from Paul.
I know Mr. Bubble and Play-Doh. I got grandchildren, okay? They get those kind of slops on their clothes all the time, okay? And some of them are better behaved than this character.
Well, unfortunately, we're still gonna have to sit down with his supervisor as well. We're all
Whatever.
gonna get this fixed.
Yeah, that's swell, Kiki, that's swell. And then we can all sing Kumbaya, and we can have a great time. And then when we're all done, then Chuck is still gonna be looking for trouble. He's still gonna be coming in early before his shift starts, which he's got no business being
Do you
here.
understand why he shows up early for his shift?
Because he wants trouble, because he won't take, his supervisor wrote him up. He's got to blame somebody, so he's going to blame me, okay? So he comes in here looking for trouble, and he's going to go around and say, oh, Barry's not doing this job. Oh, then all of a sudden, because he wants to get physical, everybody's going to just kowtow and bow to Chucky, okay?
Well, I
That
understand
makes me
that.
sick, Keith.
I
That's
understand
all I'm
that. I
saying.
understand you've been doing this job for quite a while.
And you've
but-
been my boss for a long time, and you have written my appraisals, and they all say that I perform at or above standard, and I don't need some junior Tootsie Roll looking kid coming in here telling me what I'm supposed to do and what I'm not. He's not my boss. You are. He needs to stay out of my face.
And as your boss, we're all gonna have a sit down, and we're all gonna talk about
Whatever. You know what?
what's going on.
Sitting down, standing up, it all pays the same, Keith. If that's what you want me to do instead of doing my
That's
real work,
exactly what I want you
then
to
that's
do.
what I'm gonna do, and I'll get paid for it. But I can tell you this, and start talking about any different, I'm loving that. You keep talking that talk. I like that. But I'll tell you right now, anybody starts talking to me about discipline because somebody made an allegation against
There's no
me,
discipline
good,
involved.
good.
We're just gonna
Thank you
talk
very much.
about what's
We're
going
just
on.
gonna roast marshmallows and sing Kumbaya and have s'mores, and it's gonna be wonderful. You know what? That's what you wanna spend your time on. Rock on, brother.
All right.
So can I finish my job now and then go home?
Well,
That'd be all right with you?
You may finish,
Thank
but
you.
we will still be meeting.
We're gonna meet today or tomorrow?
How about today? Right now, since you
If I'm on OT, if I'm on OT, man, I don't care.
All right,
I don't care.
I'm gonna phrase it right here real quick.